Oh, all right. Let's see where I left off at
That
here.
scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always and worse. One time, my parents
Am I
denied
still
me a
large?
kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either.
Not cocky at all, are you?
Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. There was that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for us.
True. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it.
All right. Time to see what new horrors waiting for us.
I can't remember if I went and oh, let me go ahead and pick that up. If I got the other stuff here, I don't think I did. Let me see. There's nothing up there. Okay, no, I did not pick up this stuff. Oh, hello. And chest. Alright, that's up here.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
Dun, 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 dun. Edmund. Oh, hold on here. Interesting. Hey, bud. What's up? I just got home.
No time to rest.
It's been such a long day. We spent most of the day at the kids. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have.
No, never mind.
I'm gonna have Shadowheart take that. Yeah. Sorry, spent most of the day at the kids' robotics competition, and then once we got back, we only had like a couple hours, and then we went to a hockey game tonight. So we had a lot of fun. It was actually really fun. I haven't been to a hockey game in a while. Hockey's my favorite sport, and it was a lot of fun going back and watching again. So. Oh, there's kind of a weird glitch. Yeah. Walk, walk, walk. Jump! Okay. See, I'm kind of curious, like, it's a cool aesthetic and all. My guess is they probably had other thoughts for that, so. Oh, you do? Okay, great. I will check that out soon. Tomorrow I got a busy day as well, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to get all that in there. But if I don't, at least take a look at it tomorrow. It'll be later this week if that works for you. But no, it's good. And then I think you had mentioned, I glanced at your message earlier today, but didn't get a chance to respond back. I think pre-gens you want, right? So I can get those. I'll probably just do the pre-gens I have access to already and just kind of use that.
That's curious.
And just level them up to, I think, was it level 3 or level 4? Let's go ahead and do some alchemy. That's it. Only one. Oh, I thought I had more ingredients than that. Actually, you know what?
How delicious.
Let's change his stuff. I got. Let's see what his stuff looks in different colors. I don't like his in light blue. I thought I did at first, but now the more I think about it, more I'm like, eh. That actually looks good on him. Yeah, let's do that.
No one stopped me yet.
But his colors kind of go with Gale's a little bit. We can't have that.
And you shall find me.
Otherwise, they're going to have an identity crisis here. Let's give Gale the green one here. Looks kind of like all the other ones, I guess. Maybe his would look good with light blue. Let's see. Honestly, I think he looks good with light blue.
Never a dull moment.
Starring doesn't, but yeah. Yeah, I think Gale looks good in light blue. He kind of gives that, I like pastel colors kind of vibe. Level 3, okay. Yeah, because what I could do is grab those pre-gens that I have and then just level them up to level 3 and do that. This is probably going to be a short stream tonight too, because I am exhausted. I think I already visited Alfir, I think, right?
What now?
Yeah, because I have that hat.
And is that her with 2 R's or 1? Pardon me, I must prepare to travel. To the goblins. Whoever this absent.
Similar to Navarak scales. Ooh, this is the first reference we get. A boo. Yeah, it kind of does. I think there's enough of a distinction, though. I mean, Nav wears that blue Gambison.
Yes. Yes, I see.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll get some more colors. I mean, as of right now, these are the only colors I have.
Ah, I do wish I could understand you.
I think green looks too ugh on him. I haven't used muddy red, though, yet. Let's try muddy red. If that doesn't work, I'll go back to light blue.
Can't give up now.
It actually doesn't look too bad on him. Yeah, let's do that. Boots would be appalled. Wait, with what? What did I say? What would Boots be appalled with? Would he stick socks on him? Wait a second. There's usually an item over here. Oh, now that's destroyed. Wonder if that's a glitch from patch 8.
Still nothing. Still nothing.
Selling for inferior dress. I could put Gale back to light blue. That makes Boots happy. Yeah, that does kind of look bland, doesn't
I
it?
would have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give him. I mean, this is the most colorful one that I think. Yep, we'll just put it back to light blue. There we go.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
That works. It definitely looks better, in my opinion. Alright, let's go talk to Kaga. Hi, Kaga. If I ever do a Dark Urge run, I'll definitely try to steal that idol. Gotta figure out how to do it, though. I know people have done it. Path of the Giant. Yes, we are, my man. Is there any other path I should do? No. Path of the Giant. What I'll try to do is before I end the night, I'll try to get into a combat situation so we can look at it. But everybody is the new subclass that we're testing out here. And I'll throw her a fish.
What's that?
Food. Okay. Let's go back to sleep. But yeah, so Gale is blade singing. Astarion is what's Astarion?
Keep the blade close.
There's the one. Oh yeah, Swashbuckler, which that's fine. I think Swashbuckler actually has some really interesting benefits. All right, so we got fancy footwork. That target can't make opportunity. See, if you make a melee attack, not did you hit them, but did you make a melee attack? So that's the thing. I got to remember that. So that way I can be like, boom, hit that, and then boom, leave. And then +2 to initiative, and then I no longer need advantage to trigger sneak attack as long as I am within 1.5 meters of the target and don't have disadvantage. So your range kind of spreads out a little bit more. And then Shadowheart's Death Domain. And I'm Path of the Giant. Okay. Where's the squirrel at? Oh, come here. Hi, buddy.
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
I'm not gonna kick her.
You barged in without an invitation. See, you're in my territory, and I want you gone.
Boom. Success. Right, yeah. I know, that's what I'm saying. Is like it's interesting that you don't even have to land the attack. If you just make an attack, you can just walk away from them, so. Isn't it nice? Because now you don't have to use your bonus action to disengage. You can use your bonus action for something else. So, if you do it that way. But yeah, that's cool, isn't it? It's interesting.
How about this?
Wonder.
You
I
can
have to look and
stay if you
see
keep
where
those ugly feet on the
Swashbuckler
ground.
is in the
I'll
source books
even
and see.
sweeten the pot.
if
Found
it's the
some
same.
weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep
Tasha's?
it, but these trees
Xanathar's,
are
let me see.
mine. Follow the rules, and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
Tasha's. Dungeon Master Tools. Character options. Rogue. Phantom and Soul Knife, so not that one. I have a player who's doing Soul Knife Rogue. That's been kind of interesting. Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Let's see if it's in that one. Xanathar. Okay, awesome. Smash, I was just saying. Awesome trying new subclass. Yeah, I mean, patch 8, I gotta try out the new subclasses, right? Even if I'm not a fan of Blade Singer, generally speaking. Like, not even Baldur's Gate 3, just, ooh, the alternate cover for Xanathar's Guide looks good. I just never been a fan of the subclass in general. Rogue. Swashbuckler, yes, 47. How do you have all these memorized, Sam? You always impress me with that memorization skills that you have. A land strike and then slip away with that. During your turn, if you make a melee attack against a creature, yeah, so that's the same. You give yourself a bonus to your initiative rolls equal to your charisma modifier for rakish audacity. You also gain an additional way to use your sneak attack. You don't need advantage on the roll to use sneak attack against a creature if you're within 5 feet of it. No other creatures are within 5 feet of you. And you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So basically, if you're like one-on-one with somebody. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that is about the same as what we have here. So, I think Path of the Giant is a little bit different. But it's pretty subtle. It's not like game-breaking or anything like that. So, Death Cleric gets some great stuff. Yes. Oh, what is the Death Cleric? The thing that I liked about what Shadowheart can do is that if you do a Necromancy cantrip, you can aim for a second one. I've actually... So I'm playing a Cleric now, and I thought about doing Death Domain because it would make sense for this character. But no, it's in Tasha's. That's where I saw it at. But I also want to do War Domain with this one, and that one made sense as well too, because that's kind of like what he did for the longest time. So, too bad you can't do like, hey, I want to do like 2 subclasses here, right? Oh no, Death Domain's not in this one. Yeah. I thought I saw it somewhere. Did I not? Yeah, oh well. Yeah, but yeah, Death Cleric gets some really good stuff as well.
What am I to do?
Oh, she has Fear of Wolves, we know that. Domain spells. Yeah, you gain spells that's always prepared. Your Necromancy cantrips that only target one creature can target an additional one. And then when you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can use your Channel Divinity to deal extra necrotic damage. That's a good one, too. So, yeah, so I thought about this one. Like, for my character, I went back and forth between War Domain and Death Domain. And I decided War Domain because that's what he did for the longest time. And I feel like, I mean, I would need to get into, like, the details of my character that I'm playing for the cleric. But his background is that he's just seen so much death that he wanted to, like, pretty much change his approach to life and all that. And so, Death Domain, I felt like, in the end, didn't make sense a whole lot for him because his is more of like respecting death and making sense of it versus using it as a power source, you know? So, any hints of late for patch 8 release? I have not seen anything yet, so. Yeah, Grave Domain actually was one I saw as well, too. I think there was a reason why I didn't pick that one, though. Let me look at Grave Domain here real quick. Yeah. I'm glad you said that one because that was another one I was looking at and I can't remember why ultimately I decided against that one. Graves Between Life and Death. Yeah, because this actually made a lot of sense. But again, like, this is something that was more of a development after he's been doing his thing for a while. And he was like a war soldier for the longest time. But this would make sense. And this would be like, oh, this would be cool. If he like did a switch to it, you know? What was it? First level, gain the ability to manipulate the line between life and death. But you would normally roll one or more dice to restore hit points with this spell. To a creature at 0 hit points, you instead use the highest number for each die. In addition, you learn to spare the dying cantrip, which doesn't count against the number of cleric cantrips you know. For you, it has the range of 30 feet. First level, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of the undead. Yeah, actually, this one would have been great. Why didn't I do? Oh, I remember why I didn't do this one now. Forge, yeah. This is Cleric 2024. This is why I didn't do this one, is because I wanted to try out specifically 2024 subclass. That's why. Thanks. I completely forget about this, Sam, because this one actually makes a lot more sense for my character, but that's why I didn't pick this one, because I wanted to do a 2024 subclass. And maybe that was the same thing for Death Domain as well, too. Because Death Domain is in there, I think, right? Cleric. Oh no, Death Domain is. Yeah, so maybe that's why I didn't pick the Death Domain either, because it wasn't in 2024. That was probably why. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at this one again for if I decide to do a switch over to like doing a different subclass, because I think that one actually makes the most sense for my character. So I could do like a second version of that character, basically. But this would actually make a lot of sense. Yeah, because this one's really cool because the healing is really cool. You learn to spare the dying cantrip. It has a range of 30 feet. And you can cast it as a bonus action. That's cool. The undead, whose presence is an insult. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. Start second level, you can use your channel of divinity as an action. You can choose your creature. The creature has vulnerability to all the attack's damage, and then the curse ends. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look into this one a little bit more, because I think this one actually makes a lot of sense. So it's kind of it's a toss-up, because like I said, he did the War Domain. Like, he was a soldier and like did the War Domain for the longest time, so this is more of like a change at the not last minute, but like a change later in life. And so I'm trying to figure out how would that work. Like, would he still do War Domain but still kind of approach it as this is how I'm trying to handle and respect death as a War Domain, or does he like switch completely, you know? So War is way better in 2024 though, because it gets some great tweaks. I believe, yes, I agree with you. Yeah, respecting death sounds more like Grave. Yeah, It's more of like a development that he gets because he's an older character. He's like a human that's in his late 50s, early 60s, and so it's an early. It's a human that is more towards the later end of his life. So I don't know like how much it would make sense for him to switch domains in that regard, but Grave would make a lot of sense in that in that character. So I will probably play a different version of that character at some point with the Grave domain. But yeah, it was something I was trying to balance back and forth with it. So War can still work for Death Thing. Yeah, and I feel like I'm making it work really well with his story as well too. So more support martial clerics. Yeah, so War domain definitely is support for martial cleric because you get to hit with the weapon, melee weapon, as a bonus action. You get proficiency with heavy and martial weapons. I actually end up taking, because I was a human, I took you could take an additional origin feat, and I took the magic initiate wizard specifically for True Strike. So now I can use my Morning Star as my weapon, but use True Strike to attack every single time, and add more to the attack and damage that way. So, especially since I don't think War Domain gets like an extra attack, so like that's still always going to be a good one to use for True Strike, and then you get more, like you end up getting like an additional damage die that you can add to it. That's radiant damage, and what's the other thing? And then like if for whatever reason I can't use magic or whatever, I can still attack with my Morning Star as a regular weapon too. So 2024 domains war makes the most sense. Yeah, I agree. Then that's why I went that route. So yeah, that's exactly why I ended up not going with those two, because those two would have made sense for this character, but I wanted to do a 2024 subclass, and that one made sense. And even then, like I didn't pick War Domain like specifically for anything other than I knew that this guy that I was creating as a cleric had been like in war for so long, so it made sense for him to do War Domain. And then that whole switch of approaching life and death and trying to respect that boundary and that line of things like that, Grave Domain would have made sense, but it wasn't a 2024 subclass. So yeah, I know it's really good, especially if you're trying to do like some interesting stuff and you want to be able to use your spellcasting modifier as like the source of your attacks. I think is really great. But yeah, they definitely fixed True Strike, because True Strike in 2014
places to be
is terrible.
to find housing. There's not a moment to lose.
Thanks, Ting Magic. Is that its name?
Speak. I would prefer not, but if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will find Nettie in her room. Through the carved, the bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
All right, let's try to persuade her here. I ain't persuading shit, apparently.
Not all enemies.
And then there's the horny boar. Yeah, True Strike is really great. I'll have to show you my cleric sometime and show you like what's some cool stuff that I've been adding to it that I think is really cool.
She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard.
Kind of wish they made some edits for the 2024 life domain, but hey, what edits? I'm curious to know. I like life domain. I think that's a great healing support class. What are some of the edits that you wish they made to that?
Please.
This is
A what? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. She's a parasite. She eats our wrath, lock, and keep still.
Come, Korga.
Do it.
I'm not great at nature. Let's do detect thoughts. Yeah. Oh, I still got guidance on that one. Yes! Here we go. I am reading your mind!
I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority.
I don't want her to do this. Yeah, we'll
Fair
do that.
words. Child, take to the others word of
Move
my
the
grace.
cap on the preserve life.
Sif,
Ooh.
Tila, to me.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I think I agree with that one.
It hurts.
Thank
Let me
you,
look it up
Corker.
here real quick.
Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here.
Barbarian.
Keep his name off your tongue,
Bard, and
lest Tila
Cleric
pierce it.
should be coming up. College of Glamour for Bard is so great. Life Domain. Preserve life. As a... Yeah, preserve life is what you said, right? Yeah. As a magic action, you present your holy symbol and expend the use of your channel divinity to evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level.
We just let her run off.
To evoke your healing energy that can restore...
One who tried to steal from us.
Okay, so at level 3, that'll be like 15 points. Choose bloody creatures within 30 feet of yourself, which can include you, and divide those hit points among them. This feature can restore a creature to no more than half its hit point maximum. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I agree with you that completely. I wonder why they did that. Probably because you have all these other spells like prepare, but it's not like you can like use them for free, you know. When you cast this, when a spell you cast with a spell slot restores hit points to a creature, that creature regains additional hit points on the turn you cast the spell. The additional hit points equals to 2 plus the spell slot's level. Yeah, you're right. They did cap this a little weird, didn't they? I forgot about this. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of a weird limitation that they put on preserve life. I'd much rather it be something where you can heal anyone within 30 feet of yourself and be something a little bit like less, I guess, you know. But even like 5 times at level 3, 5 times your cleric level, that's 15 hit points to everybody. Like you can even say like, you know, 2 times your cleric level or something like that and kind of make it, yeah. I guess that's more of like a last ditch effort of like if people are struggling, like here you go, boom, right? Can only do to half. Yeah, the bloodied, yeah. Sorry, I'm just now seeing all your stuff here. Maybe change up Disciple of Life and Blessed Healer. Yeah, I agree. Those ones, it's good healing, but my thing is just let you heal as you want. Yeah. Yeah, at least, yeah, I mean... Yeah, because those are so conditional. You know, it's, I feel like that's, they were trying to like improve things that were problematic with the subclasses in 2014. I feel like that's kind of doing the same thing there, you know, like, well, now it's like you can't really use it, or I mean, you could, but you would be wasting it if nobody was bloodied, or you only have one person that's bloodied, right? And so you're kind of waiting, and I get it, like it's supposed to become like an emergency effort, but yeah, I agree. I forgot how much that changed. I was just kind of like, eh. So yeah, you know, well, especially if this is something that, you know, maybe you could just say, you know, you do this one, you can only do this once per long rest or whatever, you know, like there's ways to put restrictions on it that doesn't overpower it, but like that is a little bit too limiting in my opinion. I agree with you, because how many times have we been in situations where it's like, you know, most of the party is doing fine, and there's a couple people that just had like some bad hits, right? So, but even if they changed them to where like maybe they kept that cap, but that ended up being a bonus action instead of a magic action, right?
What if they tried to steal from us? The game.
Yeah, I agree.
We take
He's a healer, but let him heal. Yeah, exactly.
I know that look. You're one. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least. In case your imagination is in.
Yeah, I have to look at the
getting away from
2014 version and see how much that's
It's
changed.
something I have to live with.
I'm assuming it's pretty similar to Baldur's Gate 3 here. But yeah, those restrictions, unless they give you something that allows you to heal without expending a spell slot, you know? So.
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. Positive. You can trust me on that.
Fine. What's on your mind?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you.
Because I'm awesome.
If I suppose we'd go our separate ways. No. Perhaps. Perhaps not. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
And then this
Must
one.
we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Sounds good, Shadowheart. All right, Gale, what do you want?
That woman has more venom in her heart
Why is-
than a snake in its fangs. But at
Okay,
least the
I feel like this is a
child's
bug here because
youth
I'm
is
not
not
giant
time to be
size, but
forgiven for
Gale
one's
keeps looking at me
transgressions.
like I'm a giant size. Unless this is a Gale thing.
Couldn't agree more.
Right? Because, alright, so Gale's always looking at me. Let's see the Astarian here.
So, we're traveling with
See,
the
yeah,
famed
the
Blade of
Astarian
Frontiers.
is not really looking at me like at a weird angle.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Yeah, she's not really looking at me at a different weird angle too. Like Gale's like very, very noticeably at a different angle. You can heal using a channel 2024, but all clerics can do that. I just think the healing subclass shouldn't be so limited on it. Yeah, I mean, because yeah, all clerics are healers at some like basically, but healer like the life domain should be able to do more with it, right?
My fear is hardly irrational when you see the fangs on those things.
I agree. You could definitely have limitations on that, but that's definitely like a weird thing. Yeah, I think it's a bug. Like I think it's responding to the fact that it's Path of the Giant subclass. But I think you're right. I think it's definitely a bug. Like it's assuming that I'm still large size, and that's why it's looking up. So I'll have to report that.
I'm not You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
Yep. Because I'm gonna romance you. That's how we do it here.
Tooth from root to thorn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name.
Sylvanas. All right.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? Yes.
Yeah.
You would say a viper bears her. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will the rite of thorns. The grove will be none of this can happen while outlanders infect us, and mine perish. You showed. I want you to there to be gone before the viper must strike. You will do more than this tale ends.
Yeah. Okay. All clerics' ability to heal by spending a channel divine spark. Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I've read all that stuff, but I've only read it once and haven't like went back to it because I just finished the Dungeon Master's Guide and I'm working on the Monster Manual right now as well too. I am on Barbed Devil, but there are a couple monsters in here I really like that I really want to play sometime. So. Divine Sparks seems garbage. Oh, for the undead, right? We'll have to look at this again. See, I'm glad people join this stream and start talking to me about this. Oh, here's the new character sheet as well too. Because this gives me an opportunity to go back and revisit some of this stuff. So thank you for doing that. Barbarian Persistent Rage. God, I love this art. The art in this book is so great. Okay. Divine Spark. I do like the Blessed Strikes. Those are really cool. Divine Intervention, I think, has been something of discussion. Yeah, because someone was talking about, like, as a magic action, choose any cleric spell of level 5 or lower that doesn't require an action to cast. As part of the same action, you can cast that spell without expending a spell slot or needing material components. You can't use this. Oh, yeah, it's like, it just becomes a action. Like, if it's something that's like a 10-minute spell to cast or like an hour or something like that, it just becomes a immediate thing. Okay, Divine Spark, here it is, yeah. As a magic action, you point your symbol, you roll a d8 and add your wisdom modifier. You either restore hit points to the creature or force a creature to make a constitution saving throw. On failed save, the creature takes necrotic or radiant damage, your choice, equal to that total. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage. Round down, you do an additional d8. Okay, what was it before? Turn undead was what I was thinking of. Okay. Did they have it before? Because it goes up at different levels. Level 7, 13, D8. Yeah, and then your channel divinity, you get 2 until level 6, then you get 3. And then you don't even get 4 channel divinities until level 18. So that's a little bit... Yeah. I mean, the dice goes up a little bit, but this is also at another creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. So it's not even like all creatures within a certain range. Yeah. Interesting. They didn't have Divine Spark before. Oh, okay. So it was just the Turn Undead one, right? I thought there was something else that they had. Turn Undead. Right? Wasn't it? Or maybe not. Maybe it was just Turn Undead that they had. That was probably it. So I'll move that over there. Over there. Perfect. Okay.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Alright, let's go talk to Nettie, see how that goes.
Did a number on you, didn't they? Does that hurt?
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by.
I know. We're nearly done.
Yeah, like the damage one, like, you're right, like with the D8, and just only, like, one creature, right? I think it would have been great if they allowed it to scale up a little bit more, like they do with damage dice, but, like, do something where you could pick, like, 2 or 3 or something like that. I mean, at that point, it's like... What is special about that, other than you can change your damage type, but you have some other spells that can, you know, potentially do more damage. Now, it does add your wisdom modifier, so that's a nice little bonus to it. But yeah, it's been nice to, like, I see what they're doing. It's like, you know, well, you're only healing one person or you're attacking one person, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little option, I guess, but it's definitely one that doesn't seem like it scales up that great, so.
Please.
The bird says nothing, only the sound of it.
Yeah, okay.
I see you.
This medicatrix.
It's worse than
There.
cantrip.
It's up to her now. Life or death. Now.
Yeah, although it's automatic,
you
right?
need?
Like, I think it's the nice thing about it is, like, it's automatic, so it's already better than Sacred Flame, right? The way it's worded, because I don't think it's like you know, they make a... No, wait, no, I read something there. Yeah, they had to make a Constitution saving throw. That's right, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was automatic, but no, I remember reading that now. It's a Constitution saving throw. Yeah. I know, because it's just, I mean, it's better than Sacred Flame in terms of damage die. And Constitution, depending on who you're going up against, right? Like, a lot of creatures has Dexterity. But... No, it does. Like, it says in there, like, they still have to make a Constitution saving throw. My guess is there's a delay on this now, right? And that's why I'm just now seeing that. But yeah, it's you either restore hit points to that creature or force a creature to make a Constitution saving throw. They take necrotic or radiant. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage, so they're still taking damage. So it is better than cantrip in that they're taking damage whether they make the save or not, unless they have something like evasive, right?
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Why are you asking? I know they're nasty creatures, and that's not all they'll do. Tell me honestly, are you infected? Is that why you're asking? Did it look like a tadpole, but from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles. That's a serious condition. Come, follow.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save this game.
This way.
Boom. They're missing, but it still doesn't seem all that good. Yeah. You know, like, undead, like, turn undead is also one that was just like, it's fine, right? But it's like, one, it's emanation, but it's got to be an undead, right? So it's not like anyone you can do that to either. But I don't know. It's something, I guess.
This one had the same tadpole crawled out of his head soon.
When I'm using, I'm saving my uses for the emergency range heal. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Like especially for life domain, that would be a nice one because we just read something about like life domain, like when you heal like at certain levels, there's other benefits that you get from that too. So yeah, I mean it's unless you know for whatever reason you have to try to attack somebody or like they take like vulnerability for necrotic or radiant, right? But yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, no, I agree. Like that's the one. That's the benefit of like turning undead is that it's an emanation. So that's already better than divine spark in that regard because it's emanation. So you can try to do multiple ones. It's just more of like divine spark. It's any creature. It doesn't have to be specifically undead. So yeah, but you're right. Life domain also like with it being kind of limited as well too. But I like playing the cleric. Like honestly, I had no interest in playing cleric until 2024 came out, and I'm really enjoying the ward domain cleric. I'm having a lot of fun playing that. So awesome. Okay. Yeah.
Seems so. It's why he joined. A pity you got me instead of. You don't have to be here.
Please.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptom. I'm telling you everything you... I want to help you. But I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
Feel like
Nothing? You're sure? All right. I suppose. Give me your arm, please. You came to me for help. Do you want it or not?
There we
no.
go.
I can't let you. This is the last time I'll ask. Please.
2024. Yeah. What I want to do, and what I want to do is I want to try to do different classes and. What are you doing, Nettie? Okay, hold on. I've got to save that gameplay here. That's great. Because what I want to do is I want to try to play different classes and all that. I'm playing a ranger for the Legends of Greyhawk that they're going to be doing this year at conventions and all that, and I'm absolutely loving the ranger. I'm going to do a Gloomstalker at some point with this one. But what I love about what I have for this guy is short sword and scimitar weapon master properties. You attack with a short sword, and then if you hit, your next attack gets advantage, and your scimitar you can make as part of your attack action rather than a bonus action. So you can attack with that with advantage if you hit with the short sword. And then you have the hunter's mark that you can also apply as well too. So yeah, so I try to want to do like one class and pick one subclass I'm really interested in. Not wizard though. I just hate wizards. Like wizards just never interest me at all. In terms of spellcasters, I love sorcerer. I'm going to do a sorcerer warlock multi-class at some point. I think a lot of people really enjoy that. I definitely want to try one of the Forgotten Realms subclasses that they're going to be releasing as well too. Not all of them are great. Like I don't care for the bard ones that they have in Unearthed Arcana right now. Like I feel like that one was like okay. The one that I think is really cool is actually Ranger and Rogue. I think those two are cool. The Paladin one is one where, like, if you want to do some sort of elemental theme, then it'd be really cool to do. But yeah, I'm trying to, as I get into more games and playing different games, I want to try playing different classes, like push myself, because I always play a barbarian. Love a barbarian. I will always play a barbarian if someone asks me to. But I'm trying to push myself a little bit to do different kinds of classes. The only exception I'm going to make is I don't know if I'll ever do wizard. So, yeah.
To hell's with it.
Let's see here. Let's do dexterity. Or should I attack her? Now let's do barbarian. No!
She doesn't hesitate, moving quickly. Before you
There. I'm truly, truly sorry. You can't have it. I can't risk you turning. You'd kill us all. I won't. I can't.
Ah, fuck. Of course. Of course. God damn it. Yes, Druid is an exciting one. I also had a Druid Fighter Multiclass 2014 that I might just stick with Druid because of the Warden option that they have now. The only thing that I still might do a Fighter Multiclass though is that I still like that extra attack, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to play around with it. I think True Strike would still be a lot of fun and helpful. I think if I were able to get Weapon Mastery as well too, that would help and kind of do like a fighter kind of Druid style of it. But yeah, like Druid, I know a lot of people did not like how they changed Wild Shape. I'm actually okay with it because they do give you some like nice changes with it, and like I always see it as like they rebalance it a little bit more, because Druid's pretty much, you know, you Wild Shape and you got to get like an insane amount of, you know, boost to your hit points with the temporary hit points that they gave you, right? You're still getting that, but now you're kind of using it a little bit more strategically. But I'm okay with the changes with Druids, but I really like it. I love the changes that they made, and the subclass I want to do at some point. Gosh, I gotta get this out again. Because I thought about this. And it might be a subclass I haven't done before. Or I probably thought like, oh, I still want to do this subclass that's not in the player's handbook. But let me see here. Circle of the Moon is still good. I like that one. Circle of the Stars is interesting. And what is it? Circle of the Sea. Yeah, I think any of them I would be interested in. I know they really helped with Circle of the Land, because now, like, instead of picking one specific one, you can tap into any of them, I think. On some of them, right? Like, you still have to pick. No, it's whenever you finish a long rest now. That's what it is, yeah. So you can kind of pick based on that. So, yeah, so it might be Circle of the Land I might do. Because that was the one thing I didn't like, is that it kind of landlocked you into that, which makes sense why they did that, but I like that they give you a little bit more freedom to do that. So, so you seem like Aquaman sort of deal. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Druid was kind of vulnerable in 2024. What you're doing on your Druid. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it depends on what you did, right? Like, and that's what I like about Druid, is like there's a lot of different ways you can play Druid. Like, even before, but with the 2024 changes, it expanded out so many different ways that you can play Druid for storytelling. So I absolutely loved it. More lands. I thought they kept lands. There was 4 lands, right? Were there more? I thought there was 4 main ones.
Same as the drow. But Master Halsin said he'd turn eventually.
Come on, give me, there you go.
Gods above. All right. Now this is a vial of wyvern poison. It's quick and painless. Swear to me you... Then I'm sorry, but I can't. By rights, your teeth should be falling out and your skin turning grey. Do whatever you need to, but we're not... Stop it. I know you want to help him, but I can't let you find the antidote.
I mean, this is why I... Oh, that's why! She was left out. I was wondering why it didn't have my guidance on here.
I can't even
Damn it.
to pick.
Time to push my luck again.
Go for the throat.
Yep. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. What? Come on. And then I could just walk away. Boom. See? Nice little thing.
Sorcery.
I forgot to do mage armor. Shit. Let's do it. Blade Singer! That's the climax one. Oh, I do have mage armor. Okay, so I'm good. Okay. So my armor class should be 16. Okay, yeah, that's good. Alright. Let's do this. There are a lot more lands. Oh, were they? I thought there were just 4. Or maybe it was structured. I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked at the 2014 Circle of Lands. Again, because I was like, that didn't look interesting to me. And I still have my bonus action. She's already off balance, right? So I don't want to have to do that again. Yeah, she's already off balance. Which means, hold on. Maybe I'll take a damage when, or it won't help. Okay. Well, she's probably going to take damage then. go ahead and do it again, though. Ah, she made the save. Oh, well. Then she's going to wild shape. Like a stupid little druid. Oh, no. That's new. Arctic. Top Underdark. Oh. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I thought they just kind of grouped and together. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now it's coming back to me. Yeah. Okay. That's right. They did have 8. Okay. Oh, why can I rage? Oh, because I used all my rages. God. I wanted to do my Path of the Giant bullshit. Wait, where the hell did she go? Oh, she's back here. Come back here.
By my hand.
Yeah, die. I know you got that antidote. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's do this. Yeah, whatever. Of course. Stupid little.
There's something in that vessel.
There is.
Take a closer look.
Is this the...
Can't blame anyone for reacting with fear, but it might do to keep our condition on a need-to-know basis.
Okay. So, right now I have at Death's Door. So, let me go ahead and take the antidote. Boom! No help from Nettie anymore. Ugh, okay. What time is it? It's, yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. I am getting exhausted, so I'm probably going to call it a night here. So, some of the spell options were a little more exotic as well. Yeah, I remember that. And that's what I like about the changes that they made here. Is that it's less restrictive. Like, the lands were really cool, but now it's less restrictive in terms of if you wanted to change, depending on the situation, you could do that, right? Man. Oh, the monk class. Never wanted to play a monk, and now I do, because monk just looked like it just got awesome, right? Druid. Circle of the land. Yeah, so it's arid, polar, temperate, and tropical. Excuse me. And the spell, see, yeah, so I definitely like the options to change lands. Yeah, I think everybody really enjoys that. And how Wild Shape is a bonus action now for everybody. Which I know people thought like, oh, well, that was a unique thing to Circle of the Moon. They changed Circle of the Moon enough to kind of address that. So what I like about Circle of the Moon is if you do Wild Shape, your armor class is 13 plus your Wisdom modifier if it's higher than the Beast AC. So if your Wisdom modifier is high, then you can take that versus your Beast AC. I do like that. And the temporary hit points is going to be triple the amount of your Druid levels that you have. So, oh, and you can cast certain spells while you're Wild Shape too, which I do like. I think this is the one that I wanted to do. Like I like Circle of the Moon in 2014. I think I wanted to do this one again. But Circle of the Land was one I wanted to do as well too. Like that's the thing. Is like there's just so many. I just need to like find a lot of games to do. Basically. So. Okay. Well, with that being said, let me switch over here. I'm going to wrap things up here a little bit. So I had to put the kiddo down for bed, but I'm back now. Oh, man, I was just getting ready to leave. Okay, well, if you're going to stick around, I'll go back to this. Because I need to take a long rest anyways and do the Path of the Giant. But I got to find a new fight because I just killed Nettie too. Where I'm at, I could definitely get into another fight. So I can do 20 more minutes. If you're going to be around, Jorp, I can do 20 more minutes and do another Path of the Giant attack. So monk is cool. The cultural reference I use animal characters for monks. The nice thing about monks is that now it is expanded a lot more in terms of you can include a lot more relevance than beyond what was kind of stereotypical for monk now, right? And so I do like that because I heard somebody say that they kind of equate monks to MMA fighters. And it's like, oh, that's exactly how you can think of it as is they're MMA fighters. Which I think that was Marissa Ray's character in campaign 2, if I remember correctly. I think her character is kind of like that. So, but Jorp, I tell you what, are you going to be available tomorrow night? Because I'll probably get on tomorrow night and play a little bit, possibly. More likely, I will. I've been debating on if I want to play Baldur's Gate 3 a little bit more or do some Dungeons and Dragons review stuff, like going through the monster manual or something like that. So if you're available tomorrow night, then yeah, I'll end it early. But if you're not available tomorrow night, I could do 20 minutes and do a combat with Path of the Giant. I know we've been talking about that a lot. Ugh. But yeah, I got the monster mail I'm working on. And I'm on section B. But if it's around this time, I could definitely do. Yeah, I'll probably be on around this time, to be honest. Because I'm usually late. I'm up late usually. Today's just been a long day for me because I was traveling so much. Tomorrow I only have one commitment I need to do, and I probably won't be wiped out from that. So yeah, I will probably be on around this time. We could do that, and I could probably swap between Baldur's Gate 3 and D&D stuff, so that might be good. Okay, so let's do that. So I will make sure to get on tomorrow to play more of the Patch 8 stuff, and I will ensure that once you get on and you let me know that you're watching, I will go into combat and do Path of the Giant, Rage, get to large size, do all that fun stuff. Can't wait till I get to level 6 to do some more fun stuff with Elemental Cleaver and... Oh, wait, yeah, Elemental Cleaver, and then I think it's level... I don't know about Baldur's Gate 3, but level 10, I know, in D&D, that's when you can start doing some really crazy shit like throwing people around. So that's going to be great. Awesome. Sounds good. Cool. Well, thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Barkster. It almost looked like Barcaster. I was about to say Barcaster, but Barkster. Thanks for talking to me about the different classes in the 2024 Player's Handbook. I always have a lot of fun of looking this stuff up and talking to you all about this because it forces me to go back and relook at stuff because I've only seen it once. So yeah, I'm always on board to discuss about these things and looking them up in the book and talking about them a little bit more. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody. I appreciate it. And have a great night. Be safe. Take care.